Hello, it's my Eurovision 2021 Top 39 countdown, place number 11. It's Iceland, Gagnamagnið, and 10 years.
How does it keep getting better? Every day I'll find some new way through the time we spend together. Simply feels good.
Welcome to Matt Loves Eurovision. Please do click on the subscribe button, ring that notification bell, and like, share, and comment below. Now, if there was one song or one Eurovision act that kind of broke out of kind of the Eurovision bubble and went viral, at least in the UK and other Western countries, it was Daði Freyr and Think About Things last year. It went viral. You had all sorts of celebrities and even news kind of political journalists tweeting about it when they discovered it. It actually entered the UK top 40. I think it also did very well in Swedish and Irish charts. It even featured on the UK's Strictly Come Dancing, which is, as you may know, is one of the biggest and most watched shows in the UK. And it was used as a promo for Strictly Come Dancing as well as being used in the actual show. So it was a song that really did break out from the Eurovision bubble without even there being Eurovision. Without actually being a Eurovision last year. So, unlike most of the other Nordic countries, it was thought originally that Iceland would go back to having a national final. But wisely, and I think very rightly, they chose that it would be good for Daði to represent Iceland again. So it was I think the whole fandom were very pleased. But of course, with such a breakthrough song, such a much beloved song, there was obviously a lot to live up to. So 10 years, which is the follow-up song, which is their entry for this year, is in some ways a bit of a follow-on from Think About Things in a way. And Think About Things was a song that was kind of dedicated or about his Dady's infant daughter. This song is dedicated or inspired by his wife, and obviously the 10 years that they have had together. And it sort of bears a lot of the hallmarks that we had from Think About Things. There's that kind of 70s and 80s disco stroke electro pop feel. It's very kitsch in a really cool way, not in a rubbish way, and it still involves the kind of dance routine, a very distinct dance routine that we had with Think About Things as well. All in all, it's very catchy and really enjoyable. Now, I'm not sure perhaps it reaches quite the heights of Think About Things, and if those of you follow my 2020 countdown, I had that as my number 3, so very, very high place. But at number 11, that is still a very high placing. Now, Daði was one of those guys who was one of the lockdown legends again. He did a number of at-home concerts. He did one specifically where he did his own very, very unique and experimental takes on various Eurovision songs, and he live streamed from his home studio. I think last year it was when he was in Iceland. He did it again this year, actually, quite recently. And I think he was in Berlin, I think it was a studio flat, possibly, by the looks of it, in Berlin, where he spends time as well. And I think he is and will be such a great contributor to kind of that wider Eurovision community. He does DJs. He would have been great at doing DJing Eurovision nights, and he may well do so in the future. And he sort of brought all sorts of innovations. The pixel art that they use in both Think About Things and also further, has gone wider. They've made a commercial success out of it. I should know this because my husband, for his birthday, got a sweatshirt with his own pixelated art on it with the same colours that Daði or Gagnamagnið use as well. But will it win? Well, I think some people think that Think About Things would have won Eurovision last year had it gone ahead. And Siri thinks this is true. She always says that Iceland was her winner, and quite a lot of people have said that Iceland was their winner last year, coinciding with the Eurovision music as well. But I think I don't know whether it would have won. It could well have done, but I think there were some other strong contenders. It wasn't. It wasn't sort of a foregone conclusion. And I think actually, in some ways, maybe people have built that one up so much that they felt that this one was a bit of a disappointment when it first came out. I don't think that's the case at all, and I think it's grown. I think again, and people realise this is actually genuinely, independently, really fun, great song. It's gone up in the odds. It's risen in the odds in recent times, and we'll wait to see whether rehearsals are imminent. We'll see whether it goes up any higher. I think obviously it will qualify. I'm sure there's absolutely no doubt of that. I think this is probably going to get a very good result. I think it will do well with both juries, and I'm sure it will do with the televote, because obviously most people, won't be comparing from this year to last year. The majority of televoters won't do that. So I don't think this should be ruled out at all. I think there is, I think Iceland are still very much in the running to get their first ever win at Eurovision. And to be honest, with a guy like Daði, you couldn't wish for a nicer guy to win it.